Hey guys, I'm gonna start my first playthrough of Eternal Evolution. This is a fairly recent gacha. It's an idle game that's come up. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm quite excited to figure it out and play. There's a whole bunch of us on my Discord who are going to be playing together on EU109. They release servers, I believe, every 3 to 4 days, I think is what I heard from people. So you can see there's a whole bunch of different servers, and I believe a bunch of stuff are shared across servers, and there's a bunch of stuff which is isolated to your server. So I think guilds are from the bracket like 100 onwards to 200 or something, and 1 to 100, something like that. So I'll figure that out. For the moment, I'm not going to be making any guide content because obviously I don't know anything. So this is going to be like a little Let's Play series where I figure out what the game's about and yeah, give my thoughts on it and play it. It should be fun. I'm quite looking forward to giving it a go. So let's get started. Eternal Evolution, my first ever look. Prologue. After the Soul Rubelite War, operations in the jar. Okay, I missed that one. I'll read that in my editing of this video. Alright, giant dragon, no, golem with a lion's head. That's cool. We crashed our cardboard box. Should still be nearby. Don't make any sudden moves. The golem can hear you. Sweet, okay, so we can fight multiple ads. I guess I don't control who attacks what, just when I use ultimates. And I guess the yellow is my ultimate bar and green is HP. I think the red chick here was the one who healed people. Lots of S's here, so I guess I don't get these guys at the start. I think this is, I get the red one I'm guessing, we'll see. So I think these are all different factions. There's a lot of proper nouns being dropped that I have no idea what they mean. It kind of gives me Phantasy Star Online vibes, the first one on GameCube. I loved that game. So I believe, from my minuscule understanding, that there's some sort of idle system which you can see in the background. So even when you're not playing the game, you're benefiting. So you're gaining resources, currency, items, etc. when you're not playing the game, which is super awesome. It's really nice that you don't have to just be permanently online. I think it's cool that you are allowed to get on with your life and leave the game running. So I quite like that. That's what drew me to the game when I heard about it. I know some people aren't super keen on idle games, but it's nice to be a bit more chill with things, right? And the character design seems quite nice in this game from the little I'm aware of. It definitely does give me some of that like GameCube aesthetic vibes. Apologies if that's offensive to anyone because it is quite an old console. I'll have a look at my graphic settings after I get control of the game. I think there's quite a long tutorial phase. We've discovered a woodpecker. Just a mech. He was in a bush somewhere. Okay, I was going to say, how do we actually move? So we can just drag to deploy them in a different location. Put it in the middle so that its energy skill can hit more enemies. Okay. Interesting. The UI is quite slick. I quite like how it feels to interact and move stuff. It's quite clear. So far, I like it. Obviously, this is so early in the tutorial that I know next to nothing about the game. But first impression, the very, very, very first impression is pretty positive. Okay, just trashed through the first 4 missions. Pretty simple. So this is the idle reward system that I believe is what you get per minute. I've seen someone else playing it and they were getting loads of gear. So yeah, unlock new idle rewards. So I guess you can get actual... They're like, stop it, click the button we told you to click. Okay, I'm sorry. Got loads of ads here. Do I long press? Oh, okay. That's cool. I like that. So there's a bit more depth to it than I'd assumed, actually. Oh, it's there. I see. I'm using BlueStacks to emulate this game. I assume that's okay with the devs. So can I hit everything? Interesting. I like that. That's a lot more depth. Curious to see how the auto functionality works with stuff like that. Does it track what you did previously? Does it just do what it thinks is efficient? I like getting told off for not clicking the right thing. That does tickle me. I feel like I'm being slapped on the wrist all the time. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Oh, this is me, is it? Okay, I look cool. I'm alright with this. I'm a wizened old wolf. Okay, that's not me. That's a guy called Bailey. Fair enough. You look cool, Bailey. Good for you. So I guess this is our base of operations since we just placed this thing down. Our IKEA flat pack base coming together nicely. Recruitment center. So this is where we summon stuff, I guess? The gacha side of things. Recruit. I've been told there's a sequence of events that rotate based on the weeks. Whenever a new server comes up, there is some kind of system of certain events, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, up to like 6 to 9 weeks or something like that. There's suggestions on when to summon. I'm just going to be following some advice from a friend of mine. So I've just got Oysa. She seems cool. But yeah, so I'm not going to be doing any summons until I've double checked with my friends that I'm supposed to do it just yet. There's a whole bunch of guides and content out on this game already, so I'll be reading over some of that stuff that already exists in the community and seeing when I'm supposed to summon, what I'm supposed to summon. At some point I'll do a big summon video, because that can be fun, right? It's nice to see loads of new heroes, especially when you don't know anything. You just see shiny stuff and you're like, oh, this guy looks cool. So she's a defender, so I want her at the front, right? So you can only have 2 in each row, so a maximum of 6 heroes in a team. Looks like it on this UI as well. Her ult comes up really fast as well. How does it look? Oh, she jumps. Can I... There we go. Hit everyone. It's kind of interesting. I like how the placement seems to affect things, but stuff still moves quite a lot. It's not super linear. It's not like you just have your guys and they have their guys. There's actually a bit of movement going on. And the UI is, again, quite slick to use. The character ultimates pause the game a bit. I don't know if that affects later on when you want to do faster runs or not. Maybe there's a way to turn it off and do it faster. Maybe it just doesn't matter. So we've unlocked ×2 speed. That didn't take too long. I'm starting to actually take damage in these runs though. Let's see what happens when someone dies. I don't have the healer they showed at the start, so maybe she isn't just a freebie. Is there any loss for losing someone? Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, I've got to level up to level 10 on Oysa, and then... So I think I gained a new skill just now. There's a detailed button which adds the actual scaling. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of this. It's nice to see the actual numbers in detail so you can understand what's what. The scales on defense, lovely to see. Whoever this guy is on the left is dying quite a bit, so I need to level him up. I need to start. I want to get past the forced tutorial stages so I can click and read stuff and understand it, because it takes a while when you've got everything thrown at you to understand really the consequences of what you're doing, which is I guess why the tutorial phase. I clicked too fast. Alright, recruit 10 heroes. I wonder if these are all fixed or if you've got a chance of getting cool stuff. I guess it's fixed, right? It's still in tutorial phase, so you can't really have too much agency. I like this. It's like a recruitment center. They're like, send us some more cadets. And then 10 people get out and you're like, who are these idiots? But then every now and then some amazing guy gets out. Though these things are not human looking. I would be terrified if they all climbed out of a random space shuttle. Okay, so I got Carl Moore. He appears to be Spyro's dad. Looks pretty cool. I am a fan. And I got some ninja robot. And I think I'm supposed to save everything else. Yeah, okay. Carl Moore seems to be a fixed summon. He looks like he's probably a pretty core DPS. Level 240 is the max. Wow. Okay, so it seems whenever you unlock a hero, you can get some currency for that as well. So there's some reward for your summons, which is nice. Seems you get 50 for the rare tier heroes and 100 for the epic tier heroes. Let's have a look. There's a bunch of events up, so I can just collect this for the first day login. I get another Oysa tomorrow. I'm guessing there's some kind of power-up mechanic for having dupes. Alright, those are some of the events at the moment. I'm just going to quickly check some of the other stuff. There's some mission rewards. Oh, there's a whole bunch to collect. I'm just going to collect everything and chuck it all onto the little dragon guy I got, because he looks like a DPS, right? He breathes fire. Typically, you make those guys strong and then you have an easy time, right? Cool, I just collected a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what it means. But let's go and upgrade this guy some more. I can't upgrade that. Fair enough. And let's equip everything on him, because he's supposed to be good, right? And then let's level her up again. Seems there's some kind of pre-registration rewards because they've reached more than 2 million pre-reg. Wow, that's pretty good. And it includes a full set of epic gear. I think, yeah. Elite equipment pack. Okay, a full set of elite gear. You can rename your account up here. It didn't seem to cost me anything. Oh no, now it does. After the first one it cost something. That makes sense. That's cool. That's fine. Okay, my graphics can go up to high. My FPS can go up to high. So keep that in mind if you've just started the game. These settings are not on maximum. And there's a whole bunch of gift codes. I've been given them by a friend. I don't know where they all come from, so apologies if they're from some other content creator. But thank you if they are. I'll just put a list of them on the screen somewhere, the ones I'm using. I don't know how long they're valid for. They'll probably expire incredibly soon. But let's see what we can get out of them. There's a lot of keys for this game. This list is exhaustively long. Alright, there we go. I finally got through them all. That was a pretty long list. Nice to have so much free stuff. So definitely do that if you're starting the game, and do it as soon as you can, because I don't know how long they're going to last for. Open up my gear and chuck this on my dragon guy. I will not use that for now because I don't know really enough about the game. Let's see, can I... Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to use what I have right now, and then I'll double check with my friends to make sure I'm not wasting anything. Cool, so my dragon is a bit stronger. So far the early stages are quite simple. haven't really had much to do, but it's been interesting slowly getting the figure of things. There's no rush to introduce everything at once, so I think it's quite well paced. Okay, it's starting to get a bit trickier now. As you can see, pretty much everyone just got wiped. My main 2 geared people are still fine though, so I just might need to actually start putting equipment and leveling up other heroes, but I'm still quite scared about spending resource just in case it does matter. I know there's recommendations on summoning, but I just don't know the resources that well. They put quite a bit of effort into the hero effects, so Omar has some cool little rockets, and when he ults, he summons like a little group of drones around the enemy, so it's nice. It's quite cool that they differentiate, and these are only the epic heroes, so I'm guessing the fancier legendary or SSS or whatever they're called are a lot cooler later on as well, so quite excited to see whatever the first higher rank hero I get is. Okay, so my friend advised me that I could do a bunch of summons, just to show you exactly what that looked like and how it worked. So you can do your basic summons all the way until you unlock advanced. So there's like 2 tiers, I can't remember what it's called. There's basic and there's another one. You can do 10 of them each. You need 10 to unlock the second, 10 of that to unlock advanced. And then he said I could do 20 summons for this one, but I need to save at least 70 summons for week 2 and 90 summons for week 3. I don't know the details about why, but that's what I'm going with at the moment. So let me know if there's something else I should be doing as well. But anyway, from those summons, I got a bunch of heroes. Oh, one more thing to mention on the summons front. When you're doing advanced summons, you can actually set your wish list. This is going to increase the rate of receiving certain elite heroes. These are the ones I was recommended to set. This is Bot Mark 2, this is Serena, the bottom one here is Oak, Tiger here is Taylor, and the panda up here is Senway. So Bot Mark 2, Serena, Senway, Oak, and Taylor. Those are the ones I was suggested to set as my 5 wishlist heroes. Again, it just increases the odds of getting these when you do get an elite hero. However, that didn't actually work for me. I'll show you the heroes I've got. So these are the heroes I managed to get now. I managed to get an Omar, which I've heard is quite strong, so I focused on him for the time being. I got Artus from my mail, which just seems to be some sort of pre-registration bonus they're giving to everyone. I didn't pre-reg, I didn't know about the game at the time, so everyone just gets it. And I got this guy, Randall, though I suspect he's probably not ideal for my team, as I think you probably need proper defenders and proper healers. I don't have a healer yet. I got this guy, Langel. He looks super cool, but I heard he's apparently not great, so unfortunately I'm going to be leaving him on the bench for the time being. Maybe I'll have another look. And I was told that Carmore is unfortunately not that great. So, because I'd already invested in him, there's actually a nice little system I discovered. If you go into reset, you can reset a hero and it will just chuck everything out. It refunds absolutely everything you put into them. So I just reset my Carmore and used it to upgrade my other heroes instead. So a nice little system there, but that's the state of my current team. And at the moment, I'm just going to use it to try and help get through the rest of the campaign story, try to get through the challenge. I do want to start a guild with my friends, so hopefully I can get far enough to create a new guild. But let's just change my hero lineup now. I think I can get rid of most of these and just drop down my new heroes. I think that probably lines up quite well. I don't know how great this is, but we'll see. Last time, I've been doing a lot of different summons and gear tweaking and just messing about with UIs since I last tried a mission. Obviously, this guy, Langel, is only level 1. I didn't invest in him at all, so he's just going to die. But that's okay. I'm mainly interested to see how good Omar does and how good Artus does, because they're the ones who I think are the better heroes in my current roster. But the last time I did a chapter mission, I actually only just about had Oira left. So, much better result there. Did pretty good. I'm happy with that. Definitely a big power up for me. This is fantastic. You can actually see the live DPS and all the stats. Damage taken, healing done, damage dealt. That's really, really, really good. I really like that. I know it seems like a simple thing, but other games when I'm testing stuff and I want to, get a more visual representation of exactly how things are going, it's so cool to be able to see that live in combat. So huge props to that. Some nice quality of life features in this game, and it's just some nice general features to help you understand the data of what's happening and to look at how things are going. So yeah, I'm quite fond of that. So far, I am quite enjoying Eternal Evolution. Obviously, I am super early, and a lot still doesn't make sense, because there is quite a lot of features in the game. I'm sure once I've spent a few days on it, though, I'll understand quite a lot better, and in my next Let's Play, I'll hopefully be able to explain some of the systems to those of you who aren't playing. I'm sure I'll get plenty of comments telling me that I'm a fool and I've missed certain important things, so I'm sure I'll be able to patch those mistakes up in no time. But so far, I'm quite enjoying the game, and I'm looking forward to getting a bit further into it. At some point later today, I'll be establishing my own guild, so that'll be really fun as well. See how far we can get. We'll be competing with some more established guilds. I think they've been around since the server 100, but that's not too far away for us. That's okay. I think that puts us back a couple of weeks or something since they were first set up. Since, as I said, that they're rolling servers out pretty quickly. So no worries there. Should be a lot of fun. But anyway, I'll stop this for today. I'll progress a whole bunch before my next video, so hopefully I'll have some more interesting things to show you, and I'll learn some mechanics a bit better so I can explain them. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. All the best. Take care and bye-bye.